This is Shane Guns with 365 Radio Network, and I'm on the phone this evening with Hell Came Home. What's up, guys?
What's happening? Good, man. What's up, bro?
Doing all right. Okay, so let's introduce the band.
Well, I guess I'll start. My name is Danny Dunn. I am the lead singer. I'm Andrew Chrisman, lead bass player. And I'm Nate Richardson, the drummer.
Awesome. So let's start off with you, Nate. What are some of your influences as a musician?
Oh, man. My influences are anywhere from Melvin. Definitely one of my favorite heaviest influences. Melvin, Tool. Growing up, Ramon, obviously, Dave Grohl was a huge part on me playing drums, and Danny Carey from Tool. That was probably my main influence-wise growing up.
Awesome. Okay, Andrew, what about you, man?
Bassist, man. Geezer Butler from Sabbath, definitely. John Entwistle from The Who. I grew up on like classic rock Kiss and Deep Purple, The Who, Sabbath, so any of that kind of stuff. Alice Cooper, and then the modern stuff, the Pantera, and Les Claypool, Primus, all those guys. Anything good, I like.
All right, awesome. And let's round it out with Danny. What are some of your influences as a vocalist?
Well, believe it or not, I started off when I was 3 years old with Bon Jovi singing "You Give Love a Bad Name." He's been one of the biggest. One of my sisters were definitely influencing with all their '80s hair metal and everything. But going into more now, I like Alice in Chains. Lane Staley is one of my favorite singers, along with Chris Cornell. And then Phil from Pantera, back Far Beyond Driven, Vulgar Display. I really like that style.
Awesome. So let's talk about the band, and for my listeners who may not know you guys, let's talk about how you guys got started.
Well, me, Danny, the singer, me and Reed Thomas, we used to jam together out in California. I moved out there to go to school, and we met up on a MySpace classified ad. My girlfriend didn't believe I could scream, so I had to prove it to her. I found Reed. We were in a band, played L.A., did all that. Long story short, we decided to go ahead and call it a career. We went our separate ways and wanted to make one last CD and that we could both call our own and just send tracks back and forth. And we started. Next thing we know, we have 1,000 likes on Facebook, and we have the people at Ripper's Rock House calling us, wanting us to do a show, and we don't even have a band.
Right.
So I knew Andy. Andy was helping me with actually putting these tracks together in the studio, in his studio. So I went to Nathan, Andy, and Jeremy, our other guitar player, and we was like, we need to put this together and do these shows, and we never looked back.
Awesome, very cool. So I know you guys have one album that I know about so far, Body Bags, and let's talk about how that album came to be.
Well, that's the project that it initially started with, me and Reed. Just some songs that we had collectively went together, and we even gave the other guys the option. Do you want to scrap it, or do you want to try something new? Everybody loved the tunes that we've been working on for the last year and a half, so we just fine-tuned them, and that's where Body Bags came from.
Okay, awesome. I know that I talked to Nathan, and he sent me over, and it was My Advice and another one. It just escapes me now. I can't remember the name of it. But anyway, I listened to My Advice for the first time, and that song, it took me back to early Pantera. And it just, it gave me it actually gave me the chills, to be honest with you. Because I haven't heard anything like that in a long time. I mean, there's a lot of good bands out there, but there's just, sometimes just a band song that just comes across and just really gets you. And that's one of those for me.
Awesome. Thank you.
Appreciate it. So I know when I played it, my numbers were, I played it last week on my show, and my numbers were up quite a bit. So a lot of people heard it last week. So
And that's great, man. The funny thing about that song is that when me and Reed used to jam it before. We were working on it, and I didn't like it. He loved it. I hated it. It almost got scrapped from the album.
Really?
Yeah, and then it just clicked. When we started putting it together, it just clicked, and now it's one of my favorite songs.
Right. Well, like I said, it is one of my favorites right now, and I can't wait to get my hands on a CD so I can just put it in the truck and go. So, so besides the current body bags, is there something else that you guys have in the works?
We actually have about 3 albums worth, and we're just waiting for this to write itself out. But we got current material. We're getting ready to start putting in our shows and our lineup, and we're probably going to be dropping another EP to a full length, probably within the next year.
Awesome, very cool. Well, I hope you guys give us the opportunity at 365 to spin some stuff off of that new EP. Yeah, awesome. So, as a band, how do you? Let me see if I can get this correctly. How do you come about, writing a song? Do you come as a collaborative effort, or does somebody come up with a riff and you go off of that?
Reed Thomas usually comes up with a riff, and he gets an idea in his head and kind of even a vocal structure, and he'll write a few lines and then brings it to me, and then we collaborate on the vocals, or if he just writes them all himself. Sometimes he gets kind of carried away, just like his riffage, and starts writing through a writing pool. So he brings the material to us. We put it on my computer with some dummy drum tracks, and we kind of try to finalize it. Yeah, not Nate. He's good enough for that part of it yet. And then we show it to the rest of the guys, and if they dig it, then we go. We make it happen.
Awesome. I know a mutual friend of ours, D'Lo. He introduced me to you guys, and like I said, the first song I heard, and it was off the charts. And I thought, man, I've got to get a hold of these guys. I've got to put them on my show. I got to get them interviewed because, like I said, once in a while there comes this band, and you guys are it.
That's awesome.
That's amazing to hear, man.
I want to say thank you for D'Lo for reaching out to you, man, too. We appreciate that, D'Lo.
Yes, sir, we do. Yes, we do. D'Lo and I, we go back a little ways, so he and I have some very similar music tastes. So
that's awesome.
Anyway, so where can we find your guys' music at?
We are everywhere online. You can literally Google us. We are everywhere. We have a few songs on SoundCloud. Most of them are on Reverb Nation. Where you can buy the album on Bandcamp. And CD Baby, our website now, currently our store just opened up yesterday, our online store, and we will be on iTunes and Google and Amazon Music here within the next couple of weeks.
Awesome. Very cool.
And the rest of the digital distribution coming soon, like Pandora and Spotify and everywhere. We'll be all over the map here in the next few weeks. Cool.
Very cool. So I know you guys play a lot where you're at. So tell me some of the venues and places that you guys have played.
Well, we've got the honor to travel all the way down to Dallas, Texas, and play the Gas Monkey live for Ride for Dime. Yeah, and that was one hell of a ride. We played Rivers Rock House. We played Pierre's in Fort Wayne a lot. We played Fifth Quarter Lounge down in Indianapolis. We've actually played at Clips that all of us here in Indiana know it as Deer Creek. We opened up the Rockstar Energy Drink Mayhem Fest this last year, and pretty much everywhere in between. We've traveled all over the place playing.
Awesome, very cool, very cool. Have you guys played with some national acts?
Yeah. Non-Point, Strong, Wall,
Soil,
yeah.
SDE, Hollywood Undead. Wednesday 13.
Active Defiance Sunday.
Yeah, we're playing with Active Defiance Sunday.
Right.
And we got another show with Prong in May, and Archer and Grim Reaper.
Grim Reaper coming up.
Cool. So there's time.
Very, very cool. Very cool. So We talked about the EP that's out there now, and then of course you guys have some stuff in the works. Is there anything special that you guys have in store?
Well, this album is it's a full-length album. It's not an EP. This one actually has 11 songs with one like an alternate mix. And we have on that CD, there's a special treat in store for anybody that's even seen us or haven't seen us yet. We're so brutal. Usually, it's just so heavy all the time. We kind of open up a little bit and give you a little taste of the softer side of Sears, I guess you could say.
Awesome, very cool. Well, I talked to John Miller from Three Left, and he told me to give you guys a shout out and tell you that he wants to play a show with you guys.
Heck yeah! What was the name one more time? The phone kind of cut out.
It was three left.
Three Left.
Yeah, John Miller's the drummer.
Oh, awesome!
Yeah,
very cool. Yeah.
I think he and Reed have been talking from what the impression that I got. So, anyway.
Cool.
Yeah. So I hear you guys are on your way to go see Drowning Pool tonight.
Yes, we are. We're actually driving on the way right now.
Awesome. Well, I have an interview with them next week, so that should be pretty cool.
Awesome, man. Heck yeah.
Yeah. So, I guess we'll wrap up this portion of the interview, but I do want to revisit when you have some new stuff come out, and then we'll do another interview, and then we'll follow it up with that.
All right, not a problem. Then we can shoot you over in an email. We can shoot you over a link and get you a full album download so you can get a full pull off that. Okay,
very cool. I greatly appreciate that. And again, thank you for your time, and I'll have this put out within the next few days.
All right, awesome, man. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.